Hi, hello, hello. Safina, can you hear me? Hello? Safina, are you there? Hi. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Fine. Sorry, I just need to drop a reminder for the students.
Okay.
Sorry for the time.
All right. I think I don't know. So someone, I don't know if she's a fellow too or she's an admin. Is this Safina Tanimu?
Okay, she's probably a student.
She's a fellow?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay, so I've dropped the message. Hopefully the student coming. Let's just give them about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, can you hear me? I didn't actually get what you said, so I don't know if you can hear me. Then
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I said let's wait for about 10 more minutes.
okay.
Mm, Hello, so I think we have some students here and we could start.
Yeah, so you're saying?
Said some of the students are here, so we can start the class.
Okay. Hey. Um, right, I'm just trying to. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Can you all hear me? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, this is our first lesson. Safina Tanimo. Your name looks rings a bell. I don't know. Um, Today is actually our first session on the introduction to offensive security training. So in the last session, we actually had our overview of the whole program structure and schedule. So I guess I can see Salami, but I don't know. So Hajara and Safina, um, are you girls up to date with us? Because this is actually an interactive session. It's not like yeah, so you can just I can just call out your name and maybe ask you to maybe provide a feedback on something or say something. So I don't know why you all are muted and not talking.
So, ladies, please let's try to make this as interactive as possible. Like, I know the chatbot is there and you can definitely drop your message, but please try to say something and respond to him so that we'll know we're all together.
Yeah. Okay. I guess still they're still mute and um really well I don't know. Well, just yeah. Hajra, are you saying something?
Sorry, I mistakenly unmuted. Sorry.
You mistakenly muted. You're supposed. I don't know. Like this is cybersecurity track, and okay, let's do a recap of last week. Okay, so do let me, or to make this really interactive, and since we are not much, let me try to speak with everyone individually to see their their background and see how we're going to work on this, since we are not much, you girls are not much, and uh I don't know. So I guess Salami told me hers, but I can't remember really. So start from you. Salami, can you please remind me of your uh background? Do you have any IT fundamentals background or stuff like that? What about you, Hajara?
Yes, I have a background in computer IT because I study computer science.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I guess Salami is okay. So, I don't know if really you all are from computer science background, it will actually um make it a bit easier. I'm not saying you need a computer science degree or certification or qualification to transition to security. Not at all. Most professionals in this field are not even uh, computer science graduates in most I know. So this is actually a researching field and free and open for anyone, open to learn, and then uh, curious to know how things work. So that is it. I don't know. This is not really as interactive as it's supposed to, because um I don't have any. Yeah, but do you have any background in IT? I'm just asking. It's not a prerequisite or anything. I'm just asking. Like, I just want us to just get used to more of interacting than just me saying, because I can't just be you know talking while I don't know. It's not my That's not how I really operate. So basically, why I'm here, I'm more like a guide to for you all, uh to foresee you in your journey from a noob in cybersecurity to actually the best you can become, or do to be at your very best in cybersecurity. So I I am actually a self learned security nerd, I'll call myself. So you can do it too. Everyone can do it, but really uh, it it depends on the energy you put. This is just what we discussed last week and all. So, but I just want you to just get yourself, oh sorry, the other week or the our first session, to get your mind and self prepared for this, because as long as you are not given that sense of seriousness, it's starting anything would actually make no sense, to be honest, because cybersecurity, unlike other IT specializations that you can go directly and learn what you want to do, in IT, in cybersecurity, you're learning, you you don't have even a scope of learning. You learn everything technology and then see how to circumvent or exploit it. You get, so basically it is not actually, there is no actually a one uh, curriculum or one way of uh, um, approaching cybersecurity. A lot of books out there, resources out there have their own, but these things are just they are dynamic. A lot of people have different uh, stats and different experience, with their cybersecurity journey and all. So really, it doesn't matter. You can start from anywhere. When I say anywhere, I mean you can start from uh, intelligence gathering. These are just some terminologies, in a security. So basically, intelligence gathering is actually gathering information about your target or your host. So I don't know. We are not. This is just still an overview of what we'll be doing. But why I want us to be, it's because I want to instill that sense of seriousness, and okay, you really want to do this, because without uh your push and that drive in you, really it's hard, to scale in cybersecurity. A lot. It's actually, just like I said last other week, it's actually the sexiest. Um, sorry if I'm using that word. So, but it's actually the coolest, yeah, field sub specialization in IT. I feel you get, but a lot of people actually want to transition, trying, but they at a point, either withdraw or just, they're not interested and all. And all these things uh, uh, is actually resolved down to, you know, not putting in the energy, or not going through the um, right route, or using the right resources. So basically, I guess you should have that at the back of your mind, that before you um, become really good at this, you really have to put in double work and double energy. Cybersecurity is fun, and cybersecurity is more of, for me now, it's more like a game. Okay, in my day-to-day activity, uh, I would be assessing, you know, uh, uh, maybe it could be banks, it could be uh, tech companies, it could be any type of company, and I'll be given access to do what I want. Like, I can break in, do whatever, and so it just sounds, I don't know, but a bit cool. But behind that, you really have to arm yourself with a lot. When I say a lot, basically it's the skill and knowledge to add really that value to yourself. So, but I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying really makes sense to you. So, without further ado, let me just quickly go over the program uh, schedule again. Then I will take it from there, and then we start from uh, the lesson for today, really. but you not, I don't know, I'm just so not used to me talking and there is no, so basically I would just be talking and I don't even know basically like what, because it's your response. And so if you can help me, I guess the only thing you can do is just make this more interactive, so that we can be able to uh you know work things out. Sorry, let me share my screen with you. So are you there? Is anyone of, I don't know, seems maybe I will just be providing you with the resources and then you will be going over these stuff yourself, and then I will just be an a guide or something to you, because so okay. Okay, so or maybe can we just be doing the sessions via the chat, like the Zoom chat? Because I don't know why I will be talking and you are not talking. I don't really know. I don't really know. This is strange to me. This is very strange, and really you know it's cool. It's fine though. It's fine though. But why I'm actually stressing or emphasizing on this, this is not like actually a uh, a teaching session, So if it's actually a teaching session, you can just be doing some other stuff, and then while you know you can still, since you can hear the audio and stuff. But this is something that really requires your interaction or and so on, because that is how I will get to know how I'm going to, because trust me, all you girls, like, your journey is going to be different in a way. So the way the pace at which Hajara is moving is going to be different with how Bukola and Safina would be, and then vice versa and so on. So that's just how security is, because maybe if Salami isn't maybe what she wants to work on, what she wants to learn or study, it's not what Safina wants to. So that's basically what I'm saying. So there is no actually one way, of, so that's why I just want to be spontaneous with all of you, hearing from you, then telling you what to do and how to go about. That is, but if really we are just going to be doing this, like, trust me, 3 months, or well, we might not really go as far as we want, and I want you girls to take the most out of this lesson, because this is for you. Trust me, this is for you. So for if you can, this is my do you all have this program schedule?
No, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, sir.
Oh no. Okay, so let me forward it to you. Okay. Let's just share the chat. Okay, so that's it. So um once again, how we're going to be doing this, really, how we're going to go about this before even going over all this is, I'm seriously going to be on your necks to see you, like, uh, in security, there is really no compromise. So security isn't really something that you just be on and off with. I know why I'm telling you this. I'm not trying to make it sound, it's just the discipline. You have to be really disciplined in to do this. So w- how I want us to do this really is, we have uh we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Basically, for each module, we have 8 modules. So for each module, I think 7 lab setup we are not going to. So for each module, I am going to give you assignments and as well tasks to do. This is like um your to do. Then during the sessions, I'm going to provide materials, resources that you're going to you can reference to learn, okay, each and every concept or each and every topic module from here. So like for networking 101 and pre-security part, I'll provide you with this resources. Because why I'm making this like this is, I'm going to just do the intro, more of a general intro, and then overview of everything. What I'll be doing with you is more of highlighting than guidance. Each and every uh, module here can take, even like it's their specializations on their own. Like, okay, networking is a whole specialization, you get, and someone can pursue their career whole in networking. So what we'll be doing is, okay, I would introduce you, I will give you an overview of networking, TCP, IP, all you need to know about networking. I'll provide you the rich resources enough that will be sufficient for you to arm yourself with basic, you know, just learning the basic doesn't mean that is it. You're a master in networking. No, no, no. You can always come back and learn more, as you progress in your career. So that's it. So you can see each, just like I said, each and every module, it's like Linux. Linux is an operating system, and basically you can become a system administrator, pursue a career as a system administrator, whereby you'll be uh, managing systems of different operating systems, maybe Linux or Windows and others. So this some of these things are, extensive, but we are just going to go over the very basics, the very basics that will get you started with this all, so that I don't really overwhelm you. And why I want to really make it more of a teaching session is, I love teaching really, but uh we really have time constraints that in 3 months to cover this all, while we are just having a session each in I think 3 sessions or in a month. This will be very, so to save that time, save ourselves the time, you will do the the work, the research, while I provide you, while I guide you or mentor you, if you will, on how to go about everything. So what do you think, or does anyone have idea of something? Because if it's for me, I would like us to go your way. Like, okay, someone, maybe one of you will say, I would prefer we move this type of way, or maybe I'm this, your ideas. It's just basically an open uh floor for everyone to just, say what they think, what they want, or anything. I don't know. Just basically. Well, so I guess, so let me once again go over this. I guess what I will be doing, since you all are not talking, I will just be providing resources, materials for you to go over. So, you know, well, to go over, and then we see how we take it from there, or if that would work. So first thing is, we are going to do an introduction, which will, I guess, basically, you all now have an idea of what we'll be looking at, which is offensive cybersecurity. So we have um, defensive cybersecurity, and we have offensive cybersecurity. So in offensive, what we do is we emulate the malicious actors. Basically, simply what this means is, okay, it's just like you trying to become or you trying to act as a, let me not use the word thief, but let me use maybe something cool, something cool. But but technically, we just um, simulate or emulate the hacker. So you try to be the hacker, but an ethical one, of course. You'll be given access to assets, and then you try to hack it, or assess it for vulnerability. So basically, for this track, we are going to be stopping at vulnerability assessment, where you assess, you know, uh, a an asset. An asset could be a website, a server, a computer, a mobile phone, anything, anything technology. Assess it for vulnerability if it is vulnerable, using manual and automated approach. You get it. So that is what offensive is all about. So if you want to know more, you can find, you can read more uh, on offensive cybersecurity, where on the defense, basically, it is self-explanatory. So here we are going to be leaned towards offensive side of security. So uh, just like I've said, even after this training, feel free to always go back and then go over what you've done, and then learn, and then expand on that. That is basically security. If you if you're good with this first three is what uh modules is where the fundamentals of your journey, or your cybersecurity journey, uh, uh, is it's cycled around. So you knowing your networking, your operating systems, and the web, then that is like you are armed enough to, okay, start looking at, okay, how to go about this, because everything is internet, of course, and most of the traffic on the internet is actually through web, and then knowing your Linux would help you, with how to use the terminal to send command to your to system, okay, to perform this or to do, your uh, hacker activities, if you will. So that's it. So first, I don't know. I basically, like, I'm talking to myself. This is just you guys should just be, I don't know. And this is not my first coaching with I don't know, with just ladies. Well, you guys are just, I don't know.
We are following some.
But are you getting, are you confused? Are you not get what is it? Because to be honest, I won't mind if this is just going to be a question session whereby you just question me, like, just, okay, go and do every type of research, and then you just question me, because cybersecurity, unlike other, it's more of DIY, like, do it yourself. Whatever it is, more of the most I can help you with is resource, guide, and then talk, basically. But nobody can actually teach you cybersecurity, because it is actually more of a tactical, especially the defense offense, sorry, it's actually more of a tactical uh uh, tactical skill. So um uh okay, sorry, I'm trying to see your name so that I can just okay. So um Mayan's approach or methodology could be different from Adebukola, and also Hajara's could be different from Mayan's, awesome, so everyone has their own approach and how they just, okay, look at. So basically, but before that, you have to arm yourself with, okay, these technologies that we are trying to look at how to circumvent or compromise, basically, you get. So um okay, so first we would start with actually note keeping. So before setting up lab, you get. So basically today would go is going to be a rundown of, okay, why we why I'm because I'm not going to actually uh um enforce that you must all take note, but I would say you should not be doing cybersecurity and you're not taking efficient notes, because you will be learning a lot. And one thing with cybersecurity is it's actually an open field. What I mean by open field is, even if you're taking an exams, you're free to Google, you're free to do anything, you're free to like, even or when you are doing your sessions or something, because nobody expects you to know everything, or to even, because uh it's actually a researching field. So you are you're just expected to, know as much as you can, but not everything. So it doesn't matter if, okay, you don't even have an idea of what the technology is, but if you have the hacker methodology, you can be able to learn, you know, learn the technology as you go, and then at the same time you can, you know, compromise that um, piece of technology that you are assessing. So yeah, so note keeping is very, very essential. It's the actually first thing, because uh if not for notes, really, you would be you'd always uh because while you learn, really, you forget things. So it's when you're just taking notes, that's how you just quickly recap or remember. And uh in your notes, you can have as much, you can uh categorize them based on, screenshots, commands, anything, anyhow you want to take note, so that whenever you're doing an assessment and you can't remember that command, or it doesn't matter, you can't remember that command, like you can even have a cheat sheet on your in your notes, that whenever you're doing web assessment or vulnerability assessment, this is your cheat sheet for that. And then you can always refer back to your note to look at your cheat sheet and then get back at it, and that is it. Don't try to just put everything in your don't if it will stay in your the notes, don't leave it in your head. I guess that is my philosophy on it, so because you would be learning a lot, you'll be learning a lot, and you'll be chunking the brain. So it's better you just save, everything in your notes while you learn. So it's just the understanding. You understand how this works, and then you have your notes on, so basically that's it. So for note keeping, you have keep notes, cherry tree, and greenshot. These are my personal favorite, really, for taking notes. So this is actually am I wait hope you all can see my screen. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
good. So this is
Yes, sir.
yeah, this is my Notion. I also take handwritten note as well. So this is what my note looks like. Okay, so yeah, so this is notes. I have other basically everything is in my notes. So yeah, so I have cheat sheets, nested notes, enumeration. So here is note on enumeration. So whenever I'm doing enumeration, or Windows enumeration, I can just refer to my notes and then look at, maybe this is from I was studying, and then I was then just doing the, a walkthrough of that enumeration process there. It doesn't so let me just get out of here so that I don't yeah, so this is what my note looks like. So structured, I have my tools, scanners, everything just in my note. So anytime I'm doing anything, if I'm maybe doing privilege escalation, or I'm doing web anything, I just would refer to my notes, and then uh look at, maybe, because you won't always remember everything you've learned or but going through the notes, really, um going through your notes really makes it very, very would make it very easy for you to actually, remember what you are missing, or even the command, like let me highlight this is actually a command you get. So okay, yeah, so that is why you should take notes. You get? So really taking notes is very, very important. So uh um yeah, so any question? This is nothing is, I don't know. Do you
N-
know? Yeah. Okay,
No question.
okay. I really don't want it to be intimidating. I guess I would find a way to just get used to you girls not interacting. So I would just maybe, but trust me, how I scaled in cybersecurity is I wasn't I wasn't looking at easy things. I was looking at things that I know I cannot do, and I will see how to do it. Well, on the process, I would learn my basics. I might not even achieve what I want. I would fail maybe, but going through that process, you would learn something. That is just the energy. So it does see if it doesn't matter even if I start from, let it be intimidating and you have your notes. Take note. If it's a word that I say that you take note of it after the class, or you can ask questions since I'm here, or if you don't want to speak or something, you can go. Google is your best friend. See, in security, Google is the like that is your like your first go-to friend, because uh, did I include, let me see, why do I have this on my, yeah, so I didn't include, okay, during intelligence gathering and reconnaissance, I'm going to show you how to use advanced Google techniques to actually search on Google using we call it, it's called Google docking or Google hacking, really. So using Google, you can be able to filter for some, for the exact information you want. So, this is like I'm just hinting you on something that is actually I think sixth or fifth on the list here. So, but that shouldn't, like, if I were you, I would start looking at, okay, I would take note of that, and would start looking at it. Even if before we come, you already have a, okay, it might even be confusing, because even when I started too, like, I was learning things that I was not even understanding. Trust me, like, I would be, why am I even doing this? Why am I? But at a later point, I would just piece the knowledge together, and then that is, you know, it makes all sense. And then I will refer back to my note or something, and then relearn it. But if you don't really keep note, it will be hard to keep tracks of what you've learned, and of and all. You get it? So basically, these things are not, trust me, these things are not hard, and these things are not in any way or magic or any way, or these things, to me, basically, because cybersecurity is just, you don't do maths, you don't do, programming is actually not an essential in cybersecurity. If you know how to do programming, it's an added advantage. If you don't, fine. But if you can read and understand, then you're good to go. And if you really have the drive, to learn, you're curious to learn, new things, new technologies and all, then this is the field for you. So basically, it doesn't, so that's why I'm just being um uh, um, flexible with just, you know, things, because it's not a must that you must start security with this, you know. You might your start could be actually you can start from anywhere, you know. Some have different background, like okay, some transition from other IT background, some from even non-IT background, you get, and they are now hackers and they are now doing offensive security. So your background or how you're starting doesn't really matter. What matters is okay, you getting yourself armed and ready for this. Basically, that's it. And I am by the side, with the guide, will be guiding you on okay, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and stuff like that. That is basically so. Really, just like I said, I I cannot teach you cybersecurity like a whole, because I'm also learning. Like I'm also everyone is learning. It's actually a researching field. It's a lifelong career learning, learning career path. So till, like, you know, you'll be learning, because every day there's a new security breach, there's a new vulnerability, you know. Even with your updates, if you're updating your mobile phones or your applications, softwares, or anything, most you see they are actually teamed or tagged security patch or security, you know. So every day there's actually, so you have to be up to date. Not really, it's not how let me not make it sound as if it's okay, you have to be all every day, no, 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 but you just have to get your mind ready that yeah, I'm open to learning. Because if not, you have to then, you know, adjust to okay, other security fields. Really, there are other security fields, because in security, in cybersecurity only, you have like over, if I'm not exaggerating, but over 50 sub specializations under just cybersecurity. You have forensics, you have incident response, you have SOC, you have a lot, like a lot, even like a lot. Just so you can look at another one which fits you, you get, and then I would still guide you on how to go about it, you know. So basically, what I want to be for you, what I want to do for you is actually be, that is mentorship, you know, or like training that, and you are going to do the training, then I would uh guide you and then see you through your journey. I don't know if that is fair and fine, and I don't know if any of you have anything to say, or you know, maybe I don't know.
It is okay, sir. Like, it's fine.
So Salami is just is now the bull. Yeah. Hajara, do you want to say
Okay,
something? Sorry. Oh, you're breaking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, your voice is, I don't know if it
Like,
is.
is there any like something we can read before we start? Is there anything that we can read ahead before? Because
Sorry, don't actually worry. That will
okay, let me
be,
just type the question.
no, 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 no. I got you what you said. There's going to be a ton of resources, both written and visual, and whatever you need. So that's why I said you should just really be open to learning, reading, because uh the your pace is actually going to be, if you want to move at a faster pace, then you have to read. To be honest, you have to read. What I mean by reading is most knowledge that, this is just my own, see, some people prefer to just watch tutorials on YouTube and that is it. But one hack to learning is read books, because every knowledge comes from a book. And video, actually, I'm not saying don't watch videos, oh, I do watch videos too, but be on the reading, be lean towards, because okay, with a chapter in a book, you would learn so many things, but with just a video, you're just learning maybe a paragraph or two, or maybe one example from a chapter in a book. And then while in that book, you have like 10 examples or 10 labs in that book. You get, so I'm going to provide you with, for each, I'm going to provide you with as the best and quality resource you would need. But it is not going to be an exhaustive list or resource, list of resources. So you should still be open to uh to um to uh to learning, everywhere, just anywhere you see anything, if it makes sense, and just go over it. So now what I'm going to do is, hopefully later I'm going to curate a list of, first, YouTube channels, second, books, third, relevant videos to get you started, you get, and then yeah, basically these three. I then, if you need anything, aside from that, then you can let me know, so that I can include it in my letter to do. Then I'll share it with you on YouTube, on, sorry, in the, what is it, WhatsApp group. Yeah. So um do we have any, I don't know, is there any representative that can remind me? I'm going to be honest with you all. Time is something that is really my, it's, you all have to be time managers, for real. You have to be time managers. You have time for security and you have time for other stuff. So that is it. So basically, so that I don't forget, can anyone maybe volunteer to remind me of that letter, so that I can work on it? Anyone?
Okay, I will do that, sir.
Please, on the WhatsApp or anywhere, you can just remind me. Yeah, and does it. Then okay, so that is first it for the note keeping, or note keeping. So second thing is lab setup. So this so tapping what I said, you should get your note-taking apps. Either I take both handwritten and as well digital notes, but and all work for me, but these are the list of, I didn't even include Notion, and Notion is even my best, because this is what I'm even using. So I would provide the, let me just quickly copy paste it, and then the link. So Oh my God. Okay. Notion.so. However, man, I just so that's it on note keeping. So assignment for this for today is actually going to be on lab setup. So who has a laptop? Do you all have systems?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
okay. So um let me open a new sheet somewhere. I don't want to somewhere that I can just roughly uh, okay, let me just on a new sheet here. So however, I don't know. Okay, so basically for our lab setup, what we will be doing is we are going to set up an environment you get on our own machine or our own systems that we would be using for practicing ethical hacking. Do you get that? Before I actually get to the technical, okay, what's required for lab setup and but I just want you to get why why we are setting up a lab for. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so basically our lab is going to be the environment which we are going to be performing our tests from. You get? So, and at the same time, we'll be using the lab to learn, more. Okay, uh, oh, yeah, I'll get to that. I'll get to that because I'm being very careful of what I say so that I don't really mix up, you know, stuffs. Yeah. So while we set up our or why we set up our lab is for the reason I told you to practice or to be simulating hacking, so uh um yeah, and also I'm going to introduce you to a platform called Try Hack Me. So does anyone of you have idea of what that platform is? Maybe you have heard of that or something.
No, sir.
Okay, so let me just let me share my screen. I don't know. New share screen. Share everything. Yep. So um okay. Okay. So this is track me. I don't want to show you because that will show. Okay, what I'm going to do is let me open a new window. Can you see my? Yep. Okay, so this is it. Hold on. Oh, this will still show. Yeah, so I'm not logged in. So um there's actually nothing that's, it's, I just don't want you to see my rank and other stuff. So I'm hiding that from you. So so that is why. So this is actually a platform. Try Hacking is actually a platform. Let me read this. The best way to learn is by doing. Our content is guided with interactive exercises based on real world scenarios, from hacking machine to investigating attacks. We've got you covered. So this is actually, oh, this this platform actually has assets. When I say asset, I mean um everything you need to learn hacking: systems, websites, mobile apps, and so on, that they make it intentionally vulnerable so that you can practice and learn that. Just because you're learning hacking doesn't mean you're going to hack your friend or someone, or maybe a bank or somewhere that you're not authorized to. That could that's a serious offense, and will lead to you know serious uh, penalty, or yeah. So platforms like this actually provide you with resources, or let me say with computational resources of vulnerable endpoints or vulnerable machines that you can use to learn hacking. So maybe after you read your books or articles or anything, and then maybe you watch your video, you can come to Try Hacking and then practice your skill. And then as also they have walkthrough and walkthrough and as well uh, challenge rooms. So this is what a walkthrough room looks like. Yeah, so this is what so this is actually free. So when you sign up, you can just do this room. It's actually free. So I would show you how to filter based on. So you can see this will actually walk you through the introductory part of networking. You can see it here. Very awesome and very cool. So at the end of each task, you have a question you would answer. You can answer and you get a point for that, and then and so on. But that is not it. You get it. You get the idea. So there are other platforms as well. Hack the Box is there. A Pawn Till Down is there. Um, a lot, a lot really. But the one I recommend and the one that has really helped me during my journey is actually Try Hack Me. So let me just copy this and then forward it to you. So this is okay. Let me see. While we're even, I'll be taking the of which is Notion drawing. Okay, a lab setup. Okay, let me put a sign up. Try Hack Me. So basically, dismiss. So basically, another before our next session, I would expect you all have account with Try Hack Me, because I would be giving you, tasks to do, and then recommending rooms for you to try and practice to learn more, you know. So it's not just going to be um, uh, guided materials, the written and then the visuals, but you're going to as well do hands-on. and the hands-on it's going to be both local in your own lab, you get, and then as well on platforms like TryHackMe and so on. Why? Because you might not really have the sufficient resource to to set up every lab. So you already have labs there set up for you, just for you to hack. Sorry, straight up. So that makes it really easier for you. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah. So that is it for hacking. So for lab setup, let me show you what okay, what my lab. Oh, this is my actually. I have labs everywhere, really. I have my own, but on this local machine. Okay, where's my? Okay, so here you can see this is actually a. This is actually my work machine, really. So not my own personal machine. So here is actually on the bare metal. So your base operating system is actually your bare metal operating system. So the base operating system that your machine is using is Windows, I guess. Yeah. So if you hear me saying bare metal, then I'm talking about your base operating system or your Windows, if you like. So I'm running Windows, but at the same time, I want to use another operating system, which is Kali Linux. We'll get to Kali Linux, but I want to use Kali Linux on my Windows without dual booting. Then the OG, the old way of doing, this is actually dual booting your PC. I don't know if you know that technique where you have two operating systems running, and on before boot, before the boot load, you actually select which operating system you want to load or to boot at that startup, really. So now you can run a sub OS inside your bare metal or your base operating system. So now on my Kali, on my Windows, I am running a Kali Linux operating system with the help of virtualization. So that is called virtualization. So you can learn more about virtualization, but let me just demonstrate what virtualization is. So I'm going to be using serious technical terms. So if you're not, I'm very sorry. So here, this is actually a hypervisor. Forget about hypervisor. This is basically a virtual machine. So what this software does, it lets you run multiple operating systems inside your operating system, which is Windows. So you can see now, if you can you see my screen? I'm now in my Kali. You get, oh, this is yep. So you can see this is okay. This is a fresh machine. So when we get to Linux, I'm going to show you the ins and out of Linux, but now I'm just showing you, so don't lose track of what I'm trying to. We're not doing Linux now or something, but I'm just trying to show you what a lab looks like, and then how you can go about you to setting up your own lab. So inside this, I have my Kali Linux. So the hypervisor software that is helping me uh, run Kali inside Windows is actually VMware. So you have different variant. You have VMware, you have virtual box. So and you have Hyper-V. So all this are a virtual machine, whatever, man. So that will help you, run multiple operating system on your machine. So now in my Kali, so hope you're getting, because this is your assignment. I will share you guides and other stuffs on how to go about it, but hope you're listening. And as well, if you don't understand anything, there's a room for questions always, anytime. So this environment, this Kali, is where we are going to be doing our hiking. Look at this cool dragon here. It looks so cool, man. So this is the environment. So why Kali comes with hacking tools. Windows just comes with Office and all, boring softwares and boring applications. You can see here you have vulnerability assessment tools, you have information gathering tools you can use to gather information, OSINT, a lot. Don't it doesn't matter if it doesn't. I don't use all these tools too, so, but I'm just trying to show you, if you're trying to if you want to perform password attacks, here are some cool tools you can use, and so on. So this is actually more it is actually a flexible and as well a more efficient operating system or distribution for hacking. That still doesn't mean you can't hack with your Windows. I do still, like, I have my other hacking tools on Windows. I have my Postman here. I have, for testing APIs, I have Bob Suite. Forget about the names, but don't forget it. If you like, take note of it and then go and learn anything about it. It doesn't matter. Just, you can learn anything, take note of it, and at a point you piece together all this. Because if I focus on saying, okay, I will just start everything from very scratch and basics, we might finish this, and at the point we're going to stop. It's really, I don't think really, if that is the discipline, then you can scale up, because it's going to be, that is my own, experience. And because, well, when I started, really, I was doing a lot that I don't even know. I'm telling you, like, I was just reading, I was just studying, I was just, taking notes, doing, but it was at the point that I knew that, okay, this is like, that was how I started piece together the knowledge and all, it's actually a gradual process. So back to Kali. So you can see how, okay, so now this is what is going to be our lab. A virtual machine on it. So now with the resource, I'm going to share with you on how to set up a virtual machine. That is how you're going to learn more and more on what I just discussed. So what I just said is just a tip, so when you're doing it yourself, setting up the lab, you will learn. Trust me, you would learn. And that is how you get to, okay, uh uh move in your, move along and and proceed as well in your journey. You get it. So basically, this is what we want, what we are doing for our lab setup. Other further or advanced things we're going to be doing in this lab will come in the future. And as well, how to use this operating system, because this is more of a command-based distribution. So you just pass in commands, to the terminal, and it gets executed. So you tell the computer what to do, not really. It's with the I will when we get to this, I would explain, I'll elaborate more on this. But basically what I'm trying to say is, you have your GUI, which is your graphical user interface, and you have your CLI, which is your command line interface. So the terminal here is actually your command line, you get. So and then what you are seeing here, or like all this, is a graphical representation of. So this is what is GUI. So in the graphical of in the command line interface, you actually have more control over the system or the computer than the GUI. Because in GUI, okay, this terminal has a GUI tab, which is File, Action, Edit, View, and Help. I can't do anything outside of what I can see and click, you get. But using terminal, you can just, okay, let me give you a simple example or simple scenario. Let me go back to my Windows. Let me go back to my Windows hosts. So now, let's say you want to create a new folder. Let me just, you want to create a new folder in sounds and music, and then delete. Okay, create a new folder in sounds and music, add music to it, and then do some, all in one command. So basically, if you are using the GUI, you have to go to sound and music, or create, right click, create a new folder, then go and copy all this. But with your terminal, you can just do, you can just pass in one command to the terminal, and you're good to go. Do you get it? Basically, even if you don't get it, it's fine. It's not like yeah. So that is it. So, but any question? That's what I should ask. Any question?
So far, I think we're good. But then we'll still have to like go over the video again and then try to um, practicalize it here. That
But you don't really have to come at this point, just at all. It's not, you have to just do your little research aside from the resources I'm going to share with you. Because even the resources, as you're going through it, you'll be, you'll be bombarded with terms and stuff that you still have to. If you don't understand anything, feel free to extend to, okay, Google, what is whatever, or that is how you learn, and if you feel like, take notes and then move on. You get it? So if you have a system, how you're going to go about this is, you're going to be sharing your system resource with what you have. Okay, let me just, I know this is starting to become much, but just like I said, there is nothing like much. There is nothing like much. As long as you're just, listening, and then, taking notes of, when I mean taking notes, is it even if it's in your head or something, of keywords or terms that you don't understand, and then further asking or looking for, looking them up on the Google or searching or something, you would find your way. Is that fine?
That's fine, sir.
Yeah. So I want everyone, please, please, to try set up your labs before our next session. We are not really going to use the lab in the next session, but please, that is your homework. Like, you have to be on that. You have to always be ahead, not when you are. So you have to be ahead. In the next session, we are going to look at strictly networking. You get networking for hackers. Let me call it networking for hackers. You get it? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Like for the setting up of the lab, like is there like an app to install first? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the app to install first is the VMware workstation, but don't worry, all these things will be demystified while if I should say, okay, let me just walk you through how to set up your lab, it can take us 2 hours, and just what we did is just setting up lab. But if you fuse everything, I know I've just been up and down jumping, but if you see that we've touched different areas while just discussing the intro, you get it. So that's that's it, you get. So you're installing a software on your system, then you're going to download the Kali you're going to use. But these are information that I will let you to go, because I know that you're going to be, as long as you are armed with these things that I just, all these things would be demystified while you are doing it yourself. All this won't really make sense now. Now, it doesn't mean you should not ask me question if you don't understand. If you don't understand anything, ask me question. I love questions. I love questions, trust me, you get it. So, but it doesn't matter if you don't even get it. As long as you're taking notes and you are there, you're going to be good. That is just what I'm assuring you. You get. So someone in the chat, can you please write out the tasks they have for them? Okay. Okay. So first task number one. Yeah. Sorry, continue with your question. I think I got you. Uh um what I would do. Okay, this is it. Lab setup, sign up, try help me. Is there anything okay? Then okay, then I also, please, Salami, don't forget to remind me because I always, yeah, on the resources I'm going to share with you. So this is really our very first session or very first class. So the other one was just basically an introduction, who am I, what I do, and stuff like that. So that's it. You get it. So any questions? Any questions, please? Or what don't you understand? I'm all ears. What don't you understand? Who doesn't like, what just don't you understand? So that maybe, you know, Okay. No, sir. But no me, does that mean you get everything, or you're getting it, or almost there? Which actually, small, small. That's it. That's it. That's it. So small, small. That, see, I love that. I love that. You know, you just take your time, and then, you know, uh, and trust the process. That is just basically it. That's just basically it. So, uh, I okay, Safina Tanimu Noza. Okay, good. So, I just want, before the next session, I don't want to leave any stone on. Just let me see. Is there anything I need to note for now too? So, I guess if we still have 20 minutes. What? I just want to see if there is something we can do to actually utilize this time ahead of next class, next session. Because in the next session, we are going to be talking about networking 101, why you're learning networking. And then I would actually do a I'll go over the the OSI model, what IP address is, what is a MAC address, and so on. TCP, UDP, three-way handshake, common port, protocol, subnetting. I would, you know, go over this with you, teach you. That is going to be more of a teaching session, the networking, and also Linux. These first three modules are actually going to be more of teaching. But when we get to mm, the ethical hacker methodology, intelligence gathering, and so on, we are going to be doing more of technical, even at the basics. While we are doing the fundamentals, we're still going to be doing hands-on, but in the technical section, we're going to be doing mostly technical hands-on, or getting our hands dirty. That is basically what we are going to be really mostly doing. Yeah. So okay, I guess I have. So I would update this of what why do I have do I have this? Well, I'll share you with everything. I'll share you everything with you. Please do remind me, Salami. Please later. I don't know what's the time now, so I have to even yeah. Uh, much later you can remind me, or tomorrow you can remind me. I would provide every resource for you to set up your lab, and then to get you started, and then also in the WhatsApp group, I would be active and make sure I provide assistance to you with the resources I share. Is that fine?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so thank you very much. That is it for today. Yeah. In the absence of that, in the absence of question, or if there is any question or nothing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you too. So I guess that's it. Bye. Innovate Lab Foundation of, can you still, can you just hold on a sec? Well, yeah, just want to have a one-on-one with you. So others, if you know, if you don't have any, you can just, yeah, thank you. Man, I don't know. That's been, and I didn't even mention the name. I've been seeing that, but that person didn't even, that fellow didn't even talk or say anything. Funny though. Okay. Okay. So, can you hear me? Is it Alisa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it Alisa?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. How are you? Hi, I'm Adam Usman. So, I don't know. Basically, I don't know if there is actually a way you have, I don't know. Maybe you want me to improve or just want me to be, you know.
Okay, yeah, the only observation that I have that I would prefer if we can improve on is maybe not to, should I say, overload the mentees, because we went through a lot of things today, and
Oh,
later,
are they doing other training?
what did you say?
Are they doing other trainings?
Sorry, can you come again?
Sorry, I said, are they doing other trainings? Hello?
Sorry, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said, are they doing other trainings?
No, they are not. It's just this thing. I just felt like, okay, for the very first class, it's a lot of information. Some of them might get scared or something. So let's just try to like give them a little bit of slack, introduce things a little bit slowly, and that's it.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes so much sense for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in a way, I'm a bit intentional with, a bit where I'm moving at this pace,
Okay.
The security is something like it is more of, are you an IT person? Sorry?
Yes, I am.
Good. So cybersecurity, unlike other field, you get it. Wait, what's your name? Are you Hausa?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear Hausa. You're from the north.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
Kingani,
Yeah.
cybersecurity, unlike, hope you are not recording this. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
recording.
actually, this is on record.
So, unlike